What's up, YouTube? Brickrod Garage coming at you for Behind the Brick, episode 95, Away from 100, or as normal people call it, episode 5. We're going to be doing a little bit of a Lego City set review for you. Set number 681. Pretty excited about this review because we're going to have a little bit of a twist on the end of this review, but more of that in just a minute. So let's take a look at the set. Move the box out of the way and move my sig fig out of the way. And we'll get in a little bit closer for you here. Little zoom action. There we go. Hopefully the camera's focusing in on there for you. This set comes with a car, a truck, and 2 minifigs. Super easy build. It's pretty fun. I really like this set. It's one of my favorite sets from the Lego City Great Vehicles collection that they've come out with recently. It's a pretty easy build. It comes with 1 and 2 instruction booklets. So it took me probably about 20-30 minutes to build this last night. And like I said, this is my second time building it, but we'll dive more into that at the end of the video. So we're going to talk a little bit about this car. This car is pretty cool. It's a simple build. Nice little hatchback vehicle. I love the dark blue tiles they've used, colored for all the tiles. And my thing I like about this vehicle the most is it actually has doors. A lot of your newer Lego vehicles, they don't seem to have doors on them. For whatever reason, Lego decided, we don't need to give doors. Just use make-believe because nobody really ever uses them anyways. So it's super easy build. It's got your basic car chassis on there. Your basic 4-wide car. You just pop the roof off to put your minifig in there. Now just pop him in there like that. Clicks in there. I realize I didn't click him in there, but normally they click in there really easy. Except for, I had a little hard time getting him in there. But that's just because of me, not because of the actual car. So that's the car. Gets cool little taillights on there. So I really do like this car. It's a little, I think it looks like a little Subaru hatchback. So let's get into the tow truck portion of it. The main reason everybody buys this truck. This truck is an awesome platform for other builds. You can build pretty much anything off of this. But the tow truck itself is just really awesome. It's got a nice functioning boom lift if I don't get it stuck underneath the truck. I love how it actually swivels so you can actually get a little more playability out of it. It's got a little hammer on this side. On the other side, it has a nice little wrench. It's got some pretty good sized tires under there. Really solid build, so my son will be able to play with this a lot, and I'm not going to have to worry about this thing getting broke as much as some of the other builds. But the roof just comes right off, so you can put your minifig in there. So I'll grab the little tow truck driver it came with, pop him in there. Maybe. Oh, there he goes. See if that shuts nice and easy. Like I said, I love this set. This is probably one of my favorite sets. I was happy that I was able to get another one. So we'll drop that down there like that. See how easy this is. You just pop that right on there, right underneath the front bumper. And you lift up on this like that. And you tow it away. And I love that, like I said, I love the swivel function of this. So it actually, if you want to play with it in your Lego City, it's not going to get hung up on stuff. What's really cool too, if you want to simulate some little safety zone, got these 2 little cones that pop out of the back of the truck, which is pretty cool. They just click back in here anywhere you want them. There's a couple spots. And this truck even comes with a fire extinguisher. So that's a pretty cool feature. So I think it does really well for a Lego fire truck or Lego tow truck. I have several Lego tow trucks, but this one is actually my favorite that they've come out with in a while. I'm hoping they maybe come out with another one soon. But this video, I want to show you something a little different. I want to show you what I've done to modify this set. Now, let's start with the car, the obvious one for me. This car, like I said, as it stands, is a pretty cool little car. But I knew I could make it better. And I kept seeing all these, I think they call them drift cars, stance cars. In reality, I really don't like those for me personally in the real world, but in the Lego world, I'm like, I need to figure out how to build one. And this car would be a great platform to do this to it. So let's do a little nose-to-nose comparison so you can see what I did. I did make it pretty drastic changes, nothing to the body, but to the stance of the car itself, which I just wanted to make it a little something different. As you can see, I redid the front bumper. Just all I simply did was take these headlights and flip them sideways. So here, let me give you guys a little better view of that compared to the original one. And I think it's really cool. And as far as the back end, I actually just switched the bumpers. I switched the back end to the front end and the front end to the back end because I thought that would be a lot cooler of a look. And obviously, I did the same thing. I took the tail lights and flipped them down. I thought it just gave it a cooler look than these regular ones that go sideways. You know, Lego has their way of doing it, and I like it because they make everything more rounded. They try to make square things more rounded. And I thought, let's give it a more of a classic look, give it some backup lights. I gave it a little spoiler and as you can see, I work with what I have. So sometimes people might see my builds on Instagram and say, it's like, man, I don't have all the parts. Or sometimes people mess me, I don't have all the parts. Well, being a dad of 3, you get really creative. Like I see stuff on Instagram and I'm like, man, I want to build that. But I don't have extra money for parts. So I start looking for the parts I do have in different sets to build this kind of stuff. And that's what I did with the spoiler. And I gave it a little spare tire on the front just to give it, I just wanted this to be a really cool drift car because I thought it'd be kind of fun. And some people have messaged me, how do you make cars flex? I'm more than happy to help you with that. Or a stance car. I didn't come up with this. Just like the flex, I did not come up with this. So if you're wondering how to do this, I guess this is a mini how-to video within the video. Real simple. Take the little pneumatic piece here, and you put this little end on there, grab your tire, and voila. You got yourself a Lego stance car. I said this one, I just wanted to do something different, and I actually do have plans for this one, so I bought this set just to do this review. But I do have plans for this one, but you'll have to wait and see what I'm going to do with this one because I really love how this one turned out. And I can't have that one looking like that and this one being pretty epic. So stay tuned to my Instagram channel listen to me. I'm on my YouTube channel talking about my Instagram page. So you'll see what happened to that in the coming months. And so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to do to this one what I almost did to this one. But I really wanted a stance car. Well, this is actually my second stance car I did, but I liked the first one I did so much that I'm like, it needs a friend. So that's what I did with this one. And I said, that's how I do a lot of my builds. I use, like I said before, I use what I have. Just like switching the bumper. Look, not just the back bumper. You look at it and see how you can make it different, how you can make it better with what you have. You don't always have to go out and buy new things. Look at your collection that you have before ordering stuff because you might have something that might actually work. That's my little tidbit or words of wisdom there for you. Oh, you got a blank screen. That's weird. There we go. We're going to throw the tow truck up next. Now this one, this is my favorite tow truck. So what I did to it is kind of odd. But when I first started doing the competitions with Ray's Mod Shop, I told him from the beginning, I'm not going to have any type of competition that I'm not willing to build something for it myself. That was my dog. He's down here chilling with me while I shoot a video. In case you heard a weird moaning. Anyways, I told Ray, I'm like, I want to build something. So, sorry, I had to get a drink of tea there. I told him, when him and I started talking about doing the competition, I did a couple of them together. First one, we did a tow truck challenge. The second one, he wanted to do a food truck challenge. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I've got an idea. But as I started building the idea, I realized it wasn't working. Because originally, I was going to use, I know this is kind of odd, but it all goes together. Rabbit trails, remember, I warned you about this in my first video. I was going to use Anvil, my SIG rig, for the food truck challenge, but the more I put it together, the more it really just, it didn't look right. I'm like, I like this truck, but this as a food truck just isn't working. The color scheme isn't working, because I was using a camper for that, and I looked at my tow truck and I looked at this and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of my favorite trucks. So I opted to make this into a food truck. So as you can see, drop that down so you can see Larry the food truck guy, who used to be Larry the coffee truck guy, or the coffee guy. I made him into a food truck, and it's my own custom version. I ordered the chest piece from Big B because, like I said, I'm father of 3, so I want to work with what I got. I ordered him just for this truck. So I can back this up so you guys can see that I heavily modified it, because obviously I didn't want to say city towing on my food truck. So I made my tow truck into a food truck, which is odd because I love tow trucks. And like I said, I liked it so much that this is the most torn up I've been about making a set when I made this into a food truck, because I really, really, really liked the tow truck so much. It's one of my favorite sets. So I just kind of went with it, and you can still see I still left a lot of the original elements from the tow truck on the food truck, just hid them. I mean, obviously the biggest drastic change I did was the cab on the front end, because I wanted this green line from the camper to keep going. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to modify it. And obviously I wanted the roof to be a little bit different. In the front end, I got a guy on Instagram, I apologize, I don't remember his name, that I saw him do this design to a truck, and I'm like, I really like that. It kind of fits the kind of food truck. So that's what I did. So that's what I did with my original one. And so I really like the way this food truck turned out. I'll give you guys a little in-depth if I don't destroy this, which it's Lego, so it will go back together. Like I tell my kids, it's Lego. It'll go back together. So I want to really show you guys the inside of this food truck. Larry's going to have to get out of there for a minute. It's got a little coffee maker in there. Little area for him, and get the lighting in there. There you go. It's got a grill. It's got a little food stand, and these are actually printed tiles. Once again, I ordered from Big B's Brick. Sometimes I feel like I am an infomercial for Big B on this channel, but you know, anytime I find something, let's see if I get this lighting just right so you guys can see the little grill in there. It's got the orange lights in there, or orange trans piece under there to simulate a grill actually being on. I'll put this back together in a minute. Or while I'm talking to you guys, I think I can do that. Wow, I really messed up the light. There we go. So I'm just really happy the way this turned out. I obviously sacrificed the camper set to make this work, but I don't regret doing that, because I was actually going to make the camper bigger eventually, and this came along first, and that's what ended up happening. The camper became a food truck. I'll find it. Oh, there it is. So overall, this tow truck is probably one of my favorite sets that Lego's come out with for that size. But as you can tell, the wheels of this tow truck are gone. These wheels were replaced with these smaller wheels, and actually, so this is just stuff that you do when you're building, when you're tearing stuff apart. I ended up using the wheels for the dragsters I made. So these are my little dragsters, little thing within this video. This is Batman's Batster, and this is my dragster. So something kind of cool I did. This is actually based off of the Riddler dragster. I just looked at the set and I stretched it out and did a little bit different, because the one they made was kind of goofy in a way, and I just made it simpler. And actually, one more thing I did with that set. Sorry guys, should have had this up here a little sooner. Thought I had everything I needed for this, but oops. My CNC machine I made for my machine shop actually has the safety cones on top of the truck, or on top of the CNC machine, which I don't know if you guys can see this really well. This is a custom CNC machine. This is a mock I made. Get the lighting in there. It's actually got the little CNC arms, got the little computer, and this is actually the window from the camper right here. You use that to slide things, made a little slider rail. So you can get the thing for your CNC out of there, in and out pretty easy. Oops, sorry guys. Here, let me see if I can just take this roof. Actually comes off pretty easy. So this is kind of an odder view, but this is the way I want to do it. So it's different. See, it's got the actual, there we go. Got the actual CNC arms in there. They actually move around, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Listen, I'm a dad of 3, so any of you guys that have kids, you got to be creative with what you got. And my kids absolutely love the food truck I made out of the tow truck, but I think my son's going to be super happy when he sees that well, he was happy. You guys saw the unveil video, or the Lego haul video. Sorry guys, trying to think here. So this is all the stuff I've used. I'll put that on this side. All the stuff I've used that I've been able to make with this simple set. Like, obviously not all of it, but parts I've used from this set. From this, I've made these different things. So the stance cars, obviously, you can tell, but my food truck was the tow truck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is kind of a different type of review than is normally out there, but I'm okay with that. I want to do stuff a little bit differently. I think Swoboda 411 for giving me this idea of doing a review and at the end showing how I modified it, made it different, made it my way. And, you know, I almost need to buy another one of these sets and do another review later, because this one I've got plans for, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to do something about this tow truck. Because I'm sure if you guys have seen, and once again, I'm going to butcher somebody's name that I really like, their page, and follow their stuff, Fairhead Lego. I think that's how you do it. If you look at his page, this has got to be one of his favorite build platforms, and it's probably the same reason I bought 2, because I'm pretty sure this set's going to retire pretty soon. So I think that's why I got this for like $17 for originally $20. Every now and then Amazon has it for $15. So always look on Lego.com or Amazon Prime for stuff that's going on sale or retiring or just in sale in general. Sorry guys, I'm rambling. I do apologize. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this different type of review. This is something I wanted to try to show you guys how I modified it, and just even the simple things of what I did with the little cones and the axles to make something even more out of it. It's all about looking at what you guys have when you're building stuff. Sorry about that, guys. When you're modifying stuff or building stuff. But I'm Brickrod Garage. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Behind the Brick, episode 95 away from 100, or episode 5 as normal people call it. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Let me know what you want to see in some upcoming episodes. You want to see more reviews, more how-to videos, just random my Lego collection. You guys just tell me what you want, and we'll see what we can do to make it happen. I hope you guys are having a great day and enjoy this video. Talk to you next time.